Good morning, Saturday morning, and all is well. We have cattle up in the forbidden field, the one they're still not meant to be in. I still haven't fixed it, so I can't blame them. We have cattle in the field they should be in. We have cattle down by the pond. And otherwise, a bit of a grey start to the day. They've all been fed down here. Gonna go and get some haylage for them in a minute. That's in there. I'm gonna fluff that up a bit with the telehandler. They're all happy. Their gate's still up, but they need a whole bale. I'll get on with that in a minute. So I'll finish doing my morning chores, and that's the morning feed done. Oh look, a barking dog. They're all quite happy. They're still looking for more because they're greedy. Our babies have had their milk, they've had their nuts, and they've got a noodle of haylage up there. These ones, good morning. Yep, these need some haylage up in the rack at the back. As you can see, they've chewed their way through that. They've had their morning nuts and everything else, so they're quite happy. And the outdoor cattle, they were all quite happy out in their field, as you saw earlier. The second they heard the telehandler, they knew they were getting their food. And lo and behold, cattle. They're all in for their breakfast. Fair play. All right, more stuff to do. Bit of fresh bedding, fresh haylage, another camouflage cow because they love getting involved with the straw, and a hungry cat. Breakfast time lasts till lunchtime, and then we start again. Cat, middle calves.
I'm coming to do your food now, Oreo.
Oreo's protesting because she hasn't had her breakfast yet. And it is getting on a bit, to be fair. Now, apparently she's a specifically short-legged breed of cat. I don't know. Is there such a thing? So these bales are haylage, which is like a combination of hay and silage. The grass is cut, turned and left for a couple of days before being baled. When it's baled, it's then wrapped in this polythene, which protects it, stops it further rotting. Each bale weighs about 1/3 of a tonne, and it's fairly straightforward really. You just cut the plastic off, then you cut the netting off, which holds it all together, and then you don't mess about for too long because you grab it and throw it in their feeder before it all just collapses in a big heap, because once it's collapsed, it's collapsed. So sort of unconventional use of a bale spike really, because if I try and spike this is just going to collapse everywhere. So what I need to do is get the spikes either side of the bale, such as that, and then compress them, and you literally use it as a bale grab. A bit like that, tilt her back a bit, up she goes. And you can see all those hungry little faces waiting eagerly, look, but you can also see it don't take long before it all starts falling apart. So apart from the barking dogs, you don't get a lot of time to mess about with this. Lift her up a bit, tilt around, and it should just slide off. Push her forwards a bit more, make sure they can all get to it. Drop her down. Release the forks. And that'll do. Easy, isn't it? My favourite machine on the farm still, but not every machine has several horsepower. Some just have one. Doing a bit of old school farming today as well. We've just been down to some of the bottom fields with that tractor and trailer there, which is 1982 Ford 6610. So that's 40 coming on 42 years old. It doesn't really work for a living anymore, it just does bits and bobs, but still works. Still doing it. I would not want to do a full day's shift on that though. Do you think what those guys used to do back in the day? Nah, not for me, I'm afraid. I like my modern conveniences. Another little Saturday job done. That trough used to be over there, and that one used to be over here. But unfortunately, it was too wide for this position. So it used to come out about here, roughly, and it's stuck out over the edge of that hinge on the new gate that I've just fitted. It meant that wouldn't open out fully, which is a pain in the backside. And I do that gate there, that is 7 foot, no, that's 8 foot wide. The trailer I back in there is 7'6" wide, so it makes it tight at the best of times. Losing a couple of inches to extra trough, not good. Dealt with. That grey pipe there, very important. And there we are, the end to another day. Another fine Saturday, doing bits and bobs around the yard and messing about with some of the old tractors. Usual things of a weekend, nothing serious. Let's see what tomorrow's got to bring. Hopefully there'll be something different. Good morning. Sunday morning, bright and early, and the cows are singing already. This morning, quick dash around the animals, top up their food, make sure they're all well, and then we're off out, and we're going to go and have a look at a new to us tractor, the New Holland TS 115 Turbo. Bit of a legend of a tractor, so hopefully it will turn out all right, and we'll end up bringing that back at some point in the near future. But time to get some working clothes on and get these animals checked over. Quick scan of the fields, and I think I'm going to find all the indoor cattle are, the outdoor cattle are indoors. Murky old morning. It's yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Could be stuff on the pond. Could be stuff on that pond. But there is a dog nearby because I can hear him panting. Panting, not barking. Yellow Teds. It was only a matter of time before they killed the swinging tyre, wasn't it? So they haven't got one now. I have to find us something new to play with, and I might have just the thing. RIP tyre. There we are. More evidence to how unfit I am. But as the mist clears, indeed the outdoor cattle are outdoors. And they're all in the right field for now. Anyway, onwards.
Yeah, how much oil's in the back end then? Because isn't something to the right level?
And there she is, TS 115. Big 6-cylinder turbo on it. Nice bit of kit. And as quick as that, we are back on the farm. Here we have 2704 modelling the latest fashion haylage wear. 114 U are trouble. Yeah, aren't you? Eh? Yeah. Come in for the lick. Yep. Yeah. And here, we're all present and correct. A little bit earlier than usual. Time for dinner. Do chickens like straw? I think that's fairly conclusive. Chickens like straw. Yeah, after this morning's foggy, misty start, you can see how it's ending up today. The dog's on car guarding duty, a rainbow and rain, and now I've got to just do a quick job before it starts getting too bad. Just when you think you got away with it, you realise you haven't. More bales, and that door ain't keeping me that dry from that lot. Mew. Sheep. There we are. With that bunch, a new bale, keep on going throughout the evening. It's forecast to be a bit wet and miserable, so let's see how much of that they get through. I still think you're called Badger. Look at you, you look like a badger. And that is about that. It's been a wet old day. It's not been the nicest. We've been out. We've got a new to us tractor, which is an absolute weapon. Should be fun by the time that gets delivered. And what have we got going on out here? All of the outdoor cows are indoors because some lovely person's just put a lovely fresh bale of haylage in for them. The pond is wet and unoccupied. The crow is crowing. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the end of it. This is the end of another week. Massive thanks to everybody that subscribed. It's got us up to 100 subscribers now. As you can see, what I've just done, fresh bale. They don't need a bale. The outdoor cattle have got a bale. They're nailing the lick. But yeah, thank you very much to everybody that subscribed, helping us no end. And here's to a new week. Thank you very much.